Carolina Snowbells and Project Dance here in Boone in the High Country have been operating here since 2015. Now, as we've planted our roots here in the High Country of North Carolina, we actually have young dancers that we're training from a very young age, starting at 4 years old, all the way to their dance maturity, which as they move out to high school and college, they're moving into dance programs, they're going out to work in the real vocational dance world. Astoundingly, we're doing all of that, plus a huge Christmas show in a major theater on King Street in downtown Boone, all within what I would call a shoebox, essentially 1,000 square feet. We have a unique opportunity where someone has secured the perfect building for us, and we have 3 months to work really hard to try to secure this building. This will give us an event space where we can actually have smaller performances in-house, as well as 2 additional studios to the one that we already have.
The fact that the Snowbells are able to pull off what they do in 1,000 square feet absolutely blows my mind. And for them to be able to be as successful as I know their goals are, they need more space.
I think it's so important that we appreciate the arts here in the mountains, and it's a really cool idea to kind of bring together different groups to create training and exciting moments that are happening in town. I think a lot of girls grew up dancing with the space and they're now venturing out, they're working in New York. I'm working in Los Angeles and I love it, and I think it's so cool that we can cultivate that. So having a huge open space will just open so many more doors for young girls to do the same.
For years, Cheryl has been looking for the right facility, the right building, the right location to bring dancers together, not just from here in Boone, but from around the state, around the country, and even around the world. And this facility will offer those opportunities. As you know, the Carolina Snowbells is a scholarship program for all the dancers. That program has been limited to how many women or young ladies could be in that. With the increased space, we can open that up to involve more young ladies in the scholarship program.
People back home are from the Charlotte-Gastonia area, and they say all the time, wait a minute, so you drive every weekend from August until December, and then sometimes starting later on before you prepare to go to New York, up the mountain 2 hours, and sometimes you have to do that 2 or 3 times in a weekend? And I said yes, and I would not change it for the world. The dance education that my daughter Journey receives up in Boone, even though it's such a drive for us, it's priceless.
Even though I have dance studios back home that I go to, I think this is the most special one for me, but just because everyone is just like family here and we all love each other and we support God through this.
When we lift our chest and when we lift our chin to the first mezzanine, there's a presence with the kicks.
Cheryl carries herself in a way that you feel seen, you feel known, and I had never encountered a woman that was strong and kind.
You exceeded your own expectation, didn't you, Leela? Yeah, I'm very proud of you.
I wanted to be a rockette when I was a young girl. And so when I found out we had a rockette in town, AKA Cheryl, and she was going to start teaching classes, I was like, sign me up. I want to do this. It's just such a unique opportunity that's available to us here in the High Country.
What Cheryl likes to give her students is a professional experience. She wants to give them excellent dance training.
We know 1, 2, and 3.
But to give encouragement and to make that dancer the best dancer they can be.
In being here, I've learned a little more about Cheryl and learned a lot about what she stands for. And I'm incredibly impressed with what she's been able to do with the small amount that she's been given. And imagine if you give her more to do more with. I think it's really going to make something special and opportunities for kids that otherwise they wouldn't have here in the High Country.
I would be honored one day if someone said, you know, you remind me of somebody. It's Cheryl Cutlip. That would be a huge compliment.
The unique opportunity that faces us together is that we have 3 months to secure the funding needed to get this building. What we're really asking is for people like you who love the arts, you love dance, you love what's happening with the young artists within the High Country in Watauga County. You want them to have a future in dance and the arts. And I would be so forever grateful if you would join us, because we're going to be creating and doing and dancing, so we want you to be a part of our team.